Okay, so I'm going to do a little lesson here on double exposures to obviously emulate what you can do on your film camera, but do it now on Photoshop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to want to double expose these two pictures together. So I'm going to use this as my background layer and then get this image into this window so I can double expose these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the little outline box, like all the dotted lines that make up the box here, and drag that over the image. Then edit, copy that, get rid of that one because I don't need that anymore, and then edit, paste that on top of there. So this is sitting on top of my other image. If you look down here, you can see my layers have now come up. So I've got the poppies as the background image and the dandelions as layer 1. So then to do the double exposure, exactly the same as it would be on a film camera, so it's going to be 50% on each. You can see here where it says opacity, at the moment it's on 100%, so click on that and drag it down to 50%. The opposite advantage with Photoshop, unlike with the old film camera, is you can now if you choose an opacity so it's the perfect level for you. So on this image I want my poppies to stand out a little bit more, so I'm going to make those slightly darker, so that's down to 41% now. Click off that, so there you go, double exposed. However, if we look down the side here, there still is two different layers, so to make it one image I'm going to go at the top here and click on layer and go all the way down to the bottom and click on flatten image, which now makes it one picture. So I'm going to show you some more techniques now. That's not just the straight mixing of the two layers. So I've got another image here that I'm going to bring into the picture now that I've made that one flat image. Again, draw a little box around it, edit, copy, get rid of that one, edit, paste on top of it there. Okay, so again we've got two layers. The background layer which was my previous combination of those two other images, and this one sitting on top of that. Another way to bring the layers out from underneath is to do a layer mask. So if you click on layer at the top again, go down to layer mask and then click on reveal all, and you'll see this little white box has appeared on layer 1. Now everything that's white in that box is the top layer. Anything that's black in that box will be the bottom layer, the background layer. Anything in between will obviously be a combination of the two. So to give you an example, I'm going to click on the pencil down the side here and put the opacity of that up to 100%, and then where I draw you can see the other layer coming underneath. And you'll also be able to see down here where I've drawn, obviously you've got that difference in the picture. I mean that's a bit harsh, so we don't want it that harsh, so I'll just edit and undo that. If I bring the opacity at the top here down to less than 100%, so to 45% at the moment, you can see as I draw it's a slight, you can only slightly see that layer. However, when I let go of the mouse button and start drawing again, every time I draw over the same areas it gets thicker, so you slowly build up the layers like this. So you can be a little bit more artistic that way, but obviously I can still see those kind of the pencil lines, and I don't really want to see that, so I'm just going to get my history up and delete those last few actions. So we're back to the position where we just pasted this one on top. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a gradient, so I like to blend between the two layers instead. So again I've got to that point where this layer's been placed on top and I've just done the layer mask, and I've got my white box down here. It's just back down to being fully white. There's no dark areas in that at all. So I'm going to click on the gradient down the side here and then select the gradient I want at the top. So I'm just going to click on this one, and then where you draw a line, so you click you drag it upwards, and so I don't know if you can see it because my picture quality is not too good, but there's a little line going up here that I've dragged, and as I release it will do a gradient between the two layers. It's obviously a lot smoother than just doing some drawing. And there you go, it's a nice combination of the two pictures. And again, that's your lesson for double exposures. Hope it's useful, and I'll speak to you soon.